We represent the children and young people who don't have a voice or the opportunities in life that we take for granted. The 1 in 3 children growing up in Hull in poverty, the refugee who arrives in Kent alone and afraid, the girl who has written herself out of the legal career she dreams of because she sees no one like her doing it, or the child growing up in Western Kenya, unable to go to school because of a life-threatening illness, unable to access the healthcare that they need. We all work to overcome the barriers that these children face. Educating children and ensuring equality of opportunity is key in breaking cycles of poverty and underachievement. Collectively, we work with over 16,000 children a year. And though our methods vary, the end result is empowered young people with self-belief, opportunity and ambition to make a better life for themselves. Low income is one of the biggest barriers facing children and young people today, and the most accurate predictor of future salary, health and life expectancy. And there are millions of children who are struggling to make enough because of where they were born. Less than half of girls from the poorest communities will achieve anything above a grade D at GCSE, and only a third feel positive about themselves and their futures. 1 in 3 children in Hull grow up living in poverty, and of them 84% come from several generations of unemployment. Last year in Kent, there was a 261% increase in the number of young refugees arriving. 200 of those are not in education, employment or training, and 1 in 6 will never secure long-term employment. And for some young people in sub-Saharan Africa, a lack of access to healthcare and sanitation means they miss out even on basic education. There are a range of challenges that young people are facing, but there are some key approaches that really make a difference. And today we're asking for your support to help us provide these. They include positive, inspiring and relatable role models, building self-esteem and expectations about what young people can achieve, providing experiences and opportunities that broaden horizons, removing barriers to education and support like health, isolation or low income, and joined up thinking and tackling problems so that children and young people are not allowed to fall through the gaps. Supporting us today will help us to transform the lives of 6,000 children and young people, giving them opportunities that so many of us take for granted.
What would you say if I told you that improving children's education would have no effect on their attainment levels? You'd be confused, surprised, shocked. But in the places where Child.org works, such as Kenya, there's a bigger problem at play which overrides everything, and that's health issues. 40% of these children can't even access an education because of them. Now, our Health Start program addresses these issues directly in schools. We've worked with 2,000 children and have doubled the percentage of children passing their end-of-year exams, such that there's now 86% of children passing their exams. We don't focus on a single need. Instead, we fill the gap for joined-up thinking, and we use data to provide solutions that really do work. That's how we knew that health issues were vital to be solved for the education crisis. And that's how we know which ones we really need to tackle now to improve these children's access to education.
Having survived a long and perilous journey, 16-year-old Ali arrived alone in Kent. He had to learn to live in a community he doesn't understand and using a language that he doesn't speak. CRAM offers a safe, welcoming environment for young refugees like Ali, providing them with education, mentoring and advice when they're struggling to cope with life in the UK. Our education project is the only provision in Kent offering classes to young people, regardless of their status, ability in English, and for as long as they need. When Ali arrived at our class, like a third of our students last year, he spoke no English at all and was even illiterate in his own language. But now, along with 87% of his classmates, he's in college and has ambitions to become a mechanic. With the refugee crisis showing no sign of abating, now more than ever, CRAM's work with young refugees like Ali is vital.
This is Saffron's story. Saffron describes her childhood as painful. She was constantly told by her parents that she wouldn't amount to anything, that she was a waste of space. But when she was 11, Saffron came on a London experience with Hull Children's University. It was the first time she'd left Hull, first time she'd been on a train, certainly first time she'd been to London. And she absolutely fell in love with London, particularly in House of Parliament, and she decided, I'm going to try and work there when I grow up. So as soon as she came back to Hull, she was researching how to get into politics. And she worked hard, and I'm very happy to say that she's just been offered a place at Hull University to study politics. And she says it's down to that one day with Hull Children's University that inspired her and made her realise I can do something with my life and I can achieve something. And she says she doesn't know where she would be today without us. And I'm very also glad to say that Saffron's with us today, supporting us, so that's really good. There are lots of other Saffrons out there, hundreds more in Hull, and hopefully with your help we can reach them all.
Miss, why is that woman wearing a suit? This was the baffled voice of my brightest 15-year-old student walking past Gherkin with us. And it was then we realised just how important professional female role models are on the ambitions and life chances of girls, in particular those from the least advantaged communities. There are almost 2 million girls in this country living in poverty, girls who, because of where they were born and the expectations that others have of them, might never realise their ambitions. And that's why we set up the Girls Network. We started in London 4 years ago, connecting teenage girls with mentors and a network of professional women. And we have seen the transformational impact that mentors have on girls in their local communities. We've worked with over 1,000 girls in London and the South East, and we're now replicating the success in the Midlands and the North. The demand is huge and growing, and we're going to work with more than 1,000 in this year alone. Just £500 can pay for a girl to be mentored and supported for a year, and your support today could provide an inspirational female mentor that will make the difference between a girl following peers into a lifestyle to help her fit in and pursuing her dreams.
Funding us today will help to fund deworming treatment and vitamin A medication for 5,770 children across 15 schools, 80 refugee children with the only education that they're able to access, aspiration-raising trips to local businesses for 500 children across Hull, and one-to-one mentoring for 10 girls over the course of the year. So please help us to support more than 6,000 of the most vulnerable children and young people in both our global and our local communities.